In the world of stealth games, you've got your Splinter Cells, your Metal Gears, and your Hitmans. Hitmen. Hitpersons? But every so often, a game sneaks in that doesn't just let you hide in the shadows, it shoves you into them, kicks you when you're down, and then makes you question reality itself. Enter the Stone of Madness, a real-time stealth tactics game set in an 18th century Spanish monastery turned madhouse. I've been playing this game on Steam after receiving a key from the developers, so thanks to them for asking me to review the game. And let's just say, whilst playing this, I've gone through a few stages of madness myself. But is it insanely brilliant, or just stone cold crazy bad? Let's have a breakdown of the game. Developed by The Game Kitchen, the same minds behind the Blasphemous series, and published by Tripwire Presents, The Stone of Madness is a tactical stealth game with a psychological twist. Released on the 28th of January 2025, the game is available on Steam, Nintendo Switch, PS5 and Xbox Series X. It boasts a unique, hand-painted art style inspired by Francisco Goya's dark, unsettling work. The setting? A crumbling monastery doubling as an asylum where you control a group of inmates desperately trying to escape while battling both their captors and their own deteriorating sanity. It's very reminiscent of the late 90s game Commandos, though instead of a squad made up of elite soldiers, you must lead a group of mentally unstable prisoners instead. The premise is simple but sinister. You control a small group of asylum inmates led by a former priest, Alfredo.
Wait, Alfredo's Pizza Cafe? Or Pizza by Alfredo?
Same thing.
No.
All right, you know what? I don't understand when you all talk at the same time.
Each of the characters has their own fears, skills, and steadily worsening mental state. As you navigate the monastery, you'll uncover the dark history of the place, but more importantly, you'll need to plan your escape. The catch? The longer you stay, the more the madness sets in. Your characters will develop phobias, have hallucinations, and emotional breakdowns, which can impact their ability to follow orders and even stay quiet at crucial moments. Stealth is the name of the game, and the Stone of Madness does not go easy on you. There are no high-tech gadgets or fancy disguises here, just old-fashioned sneaking, hiding, and occasionally panicking. Every movement has to be carefully planned because guards follow strict routines, and being caught usually means a swift and brutal punishment. Each character has different skills. One is good at lockpicking, one is physically strong, ideal for moving heavy objects blocking your path. But they all have mental weaknesses that develop over time. One inmate might suddenly refuse to move because they're convinced the floor's lava, not in the fun childhood way, while another may start screaming uncontrollably when stressed. This adds an unpredictable layer to the usual stealth tactics, keeping things tense and sometimes frustratingly chaotic. One thing that annoyed me was that the game operates with an autosave feature, and there's no way to save your progress manually. The autosave only seems to come into effect when major events have happened, so you'll find yourself restarting a section over and over again, as the character's sudden descent into madness can be hard to prevent before the screen fades to black and you inevitably have to start all over. Controls are fine for the most part. You can zoom in and out with the camera, which can be helpful. And you can switch between the characters easily, something you eventually become more skilled at, but initially causes all sorts of issues that will mostly end in that annoying fade to black as you fail the section. The game's art style is stunningly creepy. The hand-painted visuals give the monastery an eerie, almost surreal quality, and it genuinely feels like you're trapped in one of Hoyer's nightmares. Shadows stretch and warp, and the lighting is used masterfully to keep you on edge. The character animations, especially when they start to lose their grip on reality, are unsettling in all the right ways. I would say that the visuals are where this game really excels. This is exactly the art style that I like. The visuals to me were a cross between Banner Saga and Disco Elysium, somehow cartoony and colourful, yet bleak and depressing at the same time. The sound design is another highlight. The whispers, creaks and distant screams make for an immersive and genuinely nerve-wracking experience. You'll want to play this one with your headphones on to fully appreciate the atmospheric horror. I don't mind admitting that I jumped a few times. I didn't actually go into this one thinking it would be a horror game, but it definitely has elements of that genre. The music matches the eeriness of the sound effects, just subtle background music, nothing obnoxious and in your face here. The Stone of Madness is not for the faint of heart or the impatient. It's a brutal, unforgiving stealth game where even the best laid plans can go horribly wrong thanks to your own squad's mental instability. If you love a challenge and enjoy games that mess with your mind as much as your strategy, this is definitely worth a play. However, if you prefer a stealth game with a bit more predictability and less existential dread, you might find this one a bit too overwhelming. For me, the unique mechanics, haunting atmosphere and sheer tension make it a fascinating, if occasionally frustrating, experience. I've ummed and ahed about what score to give this one. In some ways, I think it's an 8. In others, I think it's a 6. So I'm going to meet myself halfway and say that this game is a 7 out of 10. A tense, unique stealth game that keeps you guessing and possibly questioning your own sanity, with stunning visuals and fantastic sound. The premise and plot are very intriguing. However, the execution falls short of its potential. Believe me, the inability to save when you want is enough to drive you mad. But maybe that's exactly what the developers wanted. Once again, thanks to the developers, the Game Kitchen, and also to Tripwire Presents for driving me insane. Oh, and of course, sending me the Steam key. And thanks to you for watching this review. Like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. And if you've played The Stone of Madness, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, stay sane and keep gaming.